Welcome to Trade Doc, the Theta Options Trader. We'll recap today's close, look at the futures, and scan our ETF watch list to spot opportunity. Today is December 13th, 2016. It's about 5, almost 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and the markets, they closed all green. S&P up 14, the Russell up a little over 1/4%. I mean, almost unchanged. The Dow was up $114, up to 19,911, only 79 points from 20,000. And the Nasdaq was up almost a full percent. Let's take a look at the futures. And in the futures, the ES, the majors are up, including the bonds, and the VIX is up about 0.5%. Crude is down almost a full percent, down to 52.50. Natural gas came up a little bit. It's up to 347. Gold is 1160 even. 1160 is some change. The silver is under 17. Copper 259. The Nikkei is pretty much unchanged. The dollar came down, but it's unchanged. The British pound is up, unchanged in the futures, is up to 126, almost 127. Mexican peso, far from a nickel. Looking at the charts, this is what happened in crude. Today's action pretty much closed from yesterday's close. Says it's up almost a full percent, but no movement there. Crude will probably trade up this channel until it finds some resistance. And here we are in our portfolio. We're short oil explorers, just because if there's plenty of inventory and they're cutting production, then there's probably not going to be looking for any extra oil to mine if they have plenty to mine. So this makes sense for me, and just looking for a move from 43 to 40. Natural gas came down 1.5%, broke through this resistance. It could probably easily trade back in this channel, this upward trend channel. If it does break this channel, the support level is at $798, $8 for the UNG, and we are still short, holding our short there. On gold, we actually bought some gold today, so going long gold. And we are long gold miners, which had a good day, about up 1.5%. So even though we don't have no signals here in the bottom for buys, we have positions set. Looking for a pop in gold. Silver looking like it's hit this resistance. Closed below its 20-day moving average. We'll see if it breaks or keeps moving on this trend line, but this trend line is good. Energy sector, we are short the energy sector, looking for it to come down. It's still following this trend line up. Should see some resistance in it and some weakness. Just removing some drawings here. That was the gap. So this is the energy sector along with oil, so we should see this move down, and I'm not going to put a sell signal yet until it breaks that trend line. XLU, we said we took a little bit of a loss here just because it moved up on some volume. Now we have a viable sell signal here, so because of that, it's like we're swinging, but it's like we're moving back and forth. But what we're doing is we actually took it wasn't even a loss, it was like a break even, and we're just getting a better bite at this short position. So we got a sell signal for the utility sector. We'll see how that moves. And industrial sector, seeing a little bit of weakness, just on the indices that are in this sector. So one of the bigger ones had some. They just were bearish. Don't know if it's just a change of a trend, but still holding up here. Moving on along this trend line. We'll see if it breaks this channel, and if it breaks this trend line, then it's definitely a bullish call. There's the material sector. We're short on that. Broke this trend line, so if you're not short on it, you should probably just add to the short. I gotta see if it got filled today, but I was looking to get filled. Didn't get filled. Maybe got filled today, but probably not. I gotta change the price because I'm not gonna be getting the price that I wanted, but still want to go short on the material sector. Looking for this price level here. Looks like this is fair. Kind of just on this volume, kind of like above volume, so I don't see this moving any lower than that. And the healthcare sector looks like it's ramping up. We closed on this just because it maintains support, so this 68.68 is going to remain support, so it might come down and bounce off of it, but looks like that's the average price of it. It's going to keep trading up and down on there. Here's real estate. Looks like it's arcing, so we still got a long position. Probably wait for it to expire on that. The home builders, they came up in the beginning in the morning, hit the trend line and came back down, so they're still on a bearish mode, still above its 20-day moving average, so it's still good to get in as a short on the home builders. Retail, actually bought a little bit of Groupon today, just because the way it came down today and it was cheap, but retailers, it looks like they might be on the downswing. We'll wait to short them maybe in December. Financials look like they are not about to break. They closed below this trend line, but this trend line is kind of like the middle of the channel, so it's not really indicative unless I draw a trend line down here. But probably gonna turn this into it. I'll do it right now. Turn this into a channel and see what type of movement. This is all even. Then we'll have. Well, it looks like it's in the middle of that channel, so still got a little bit of a sideways movement. Break the bottom of that channel to go bearish on it, but yeah, we are short. One of the our biggest shorts is the financials. We'll see where they go tomorrow. The SPYs moved back up to the top of this channel. Big sell signal here, so we're still short, so there's no reason to add to it yet. The Dow, following that new trend line we drew up there, we'll see it move away from there. We'll add another short position, but yep, we're short the Dow via the triple leverage SDOW. SDOW, pretty easy. The Qs, we got no position on it, but it looks like they are getting ready to find some new strength just because of that volume there. Oh, and that looks good. Looks like the new support is 119.50. And the Russell looks like it's about to come down and test this new trend line here. Still bullish. Emerging markets moving up this trend line. Had a sell signal here. No position in emerging markets. Japan hitting the top of this channel. So No position Japan. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Peace.